10CG1. Hey guys, I apologize if there's lots of background noise. I'm just debriefing this first thing in the morning in Spain in a house with no air conditioning. So I've got to have all the windows wide open just to get some cool morning air. But you are getting the sounds of this village waking up. So my apologies. Hopefully it's not too distracting. Okay, here we go. 10CG1. Cool. Just a heads up on that grip in the center. You may get bust on it just because it's. I mean, I can see your hand there, Nadia, but yeah, obviously judges are being aware of it. And the way to fix it, if you remember, is for um, the hip and this hip to be thinking of pushing to the center at the end. Yeah. So rather than focusing too much on the arm grips, guys, making sure that your hips are coming more to the close rather than your arms. Otherwise, we end up with that stretch picture in the center. Some really nice random, some really good flow there, guys, into the CG, which is not the easiest of random sequences. Okay, most of the 10s are good on the back, guys. Oh, I just wanted to check Otto's move. So it's not the best 10 build. It looks like there's a little brain lock happening from Yora here. So it's a very tight 10 build. Doesn't really give the space. But Otto, that's good. Getting you parallel with Nadia. That's kind of what I was looking for. Good flow. All right, let's have a look what goes on here with this one. Okay, this is one of the few that the front piece doesn't turn in place. So it's walking around the corner. We worked pretty hard to get that moving where the front piece, look at where that's where it started and look at where it finishes. So the back pair is going to where it expects to go, but the front pair is moving around. So let's just have a little look at why that's going on. And yeah, Nadia's overpowering the piece at the beginning. It could be something to do with the build, I don't know, but we need to be getting Otto moving through here first, a bit like on the 20, Nadia. Otherwise, we end up with you moving around the, yeah. Good flashing on the back. Cool, so let's just have a look at the difference there on this one. See how Nadia gets going down the line, Otto, and then Nadia, see how Otto is kind of helping you down the line. And then because because you guys are the after pair on the cog, it's not so important, Nadia. You get around the corner. Let's check this one out. So there's more power from Otto there. There's still a tendency, Nadia, for you to want to go around the other side of the line. But remember, we're trying to turn the piece around. Your center, your head is the center point. Yeah. So you don't need to get going. See? Yeah. That's pretty good, Nadia. I'll take it back. That's really nice. My apologies. One more coffee for me. Okay. All right, the back pair looking really good. I think there's just one near the end that goes a little bit wild. There we go. So on this one, it looks like Yora gets ahead of Matthew. Could be the wall involved as well. Let me just check another 10 out before I say something here. Yeah. Okay, two things happening. Matthew, you rotate a little quicker. So on the previous one, you got your head up a little tighter this side of, I'll show you. See how you get your head up more towards Yora's shoulder? It makes for the piece being more dynamic, and Yora, you stay really tight to Matthew through the first half of the rotation. Now let's look at this one. See the subtle difference there, Matthew? You go more into where your arm is. rather than, I know it sounds like, what's Hallie talking about, a few 50 centimeters difference, but it just makes a real difference to the dynamic of the piece if you can get your head up just a little closer at the very first part of the move, rather than going straight into there, just getting it up into here. And then Yora, he gets ahead of you now. So this spinning of the hands around, the centrifugal force as you open your hands up with a lot of power coming, is going to throw you into this direction. There you go. So as you come round, sweeping that arm out, already head switched, and I think it's probably more the head switch than the arm that's doing it, and it's just throwing your momentum into this direction. So there's two little things. The rest of the tens look really good in B slot, and just that thing I was talking about at the end of the catch, whatever's going on, guys, just make sure that you bring your hips to the catch first. Nadia, like that. So you do go around, but you don't move your center point that side of Otto, which is really cool. So you can get going, gives Otto a space to go there. You bring him through, and then you rotate. That's perfect. It's a slightly different way of doing the move, but I think it works really good because, again, like I said, it allows Otto into the space where you were. You're staying. You know, we're getting to the halfway picture, which is here when we see the two cats. And then really nice timing, getting your hips through. And Otto, I think you can work on that a little more. So why don't we get, let's see, do you guys look at a previous one? Nice, Otto through. And we're going to try and, that's it, Otto, nice. Some of the previous ones you're a little bit late coming through, but now you're cogging through with Matthew. That's good. Bum, bum, bum. Nice little vert there on the Otto slot. Cool, and I guess Nadia, you feel like you have a lot of control on that with the timing as well if you can get to that position. Nice.